Hey guys, welcome back to my world, where today we're going to be looking at the clone command in this 9th video in a series on all of the commands in Minecraft. Now, if you've been watching the series for the last few videos, you're going to notice that I look a little funny, and that's because I look like a boring old Steve. Now, I didn't change my skin back to Steve or anything like that. I know there are some of you out there that like to look like the boring old Steve, and I mean, that's up to you, but I don't like to look like this boring old Steve. So, the reason for this, I just want to let you guys know, is that the Mojang servers are down, and so it can't connect to change my skin. But you probably don't care about that anyways, because you're here to learn about commands. So I'll stop talking about how I look silly, and go ahead and show you guys how to make a clone of this light source. So let's get started by typing out the command to see what we're going to be working with. And we'll notice that there are a lot of X, Y, and Z coordinates in this command. Now, all we need to do is keep our eyes on these numbers to keep our head straight. So we have one set, which is x1, y1, and z1, and then a second set of coordinates, which is x2, y2, and z2, and then one last set, which is x, y, and z. Now, you might be guessing that this is similar to what we did in the last video, where we looked at the set block and the fill command. Now, you're exactly right. Only this time we have an extra set of coordinates. So what are these? If these two sets are the two different points of the region that we're going to be selecting, what do these coordinates do right here? Well, these are the destination coordinates for our clone. So we're going to give the bottom left corner these right here, and then the top right corner these coordinates right here, and then the bottom left corner of our destination in this last set. So to make things clear and get out of this crazy inception of X, Y's, and Z's, let's go ahead and place those 2 points down for our region. So we want to make sure that we get every single block of this light source. So we're going to select this corner at the bottom and then this corner at the top. Now, this corner right here is going to be the first set of coordinates. So if we bring up the coordinates and then we look here at the looking at line, we can see the coordinates for this exact block. So let's type them out. So we have -208, 4, and -916. Let's press enter to save that, and then collect the second set of coordinates, which is right here. So if we press up on our keyboard, we can bring those up, and then get the second set, which is -2049, and then -912. Let's press enter to save it, and we're now ready to get the destination coordinates. Now, what we need to do is figure out where that coordinate should be for our clone to go, because we want this to be symmetrical, which means we want to have this path in the exact same position relative to both light sources. So we want to have one dirt block and then a stair and then the center of the light source. So when we're using the clone command, the destination block is always the northwest corner. This is just the way the command works. So if we open up our coordinates and then look here, we can see that if we turn this way, we're facing north, and if we turn this way, we're facing west, which means that this is indeed the northwest corner. So in order to figure out where we want to place our destination, we need to keep this in mind. So if we're at this block and we look forward, we can see that we have 2 dirt blocks and then the stair. So we want to place that stair right here. So all we have to do is use our imaginations to see that what we need to do is go from where the stair is, go over 1 block, and then back 2 to get our destination coordinate, which is going to be right here. Over 1 block, and then back 1, 2. So let's bring up the clone command that we've already got going, and then get that coordinate and place it for our destination. So if we look here at the looking at line one last time and get -208, 4, and then -909, we can then successfully clone our light source. And if we fly up here and get rid of these annoying numbers, we can see that it is exactly where we wanted it. It is 1 block away on both sides of this path. Alright everyone, so you now understand the basics of the clone command, but there are some more advanced things that we can do with it using this mask mode and this clone mode, which we're going to do in a future video when we have a few more commands under our belt, since it gets a little complicated talking about these things. Now, just to give you guys an idea of what they will be able to do, I'll just describe it for you here. So, in this example, we cloned this light source and placed it right here, which, here's the clone. And here's the original. Now, with the clone command, you can also move things. So we could have moved this light source from here to here, and this spot would have actually been air after that, since we would have literally moved the structure instead of cloning it. Or we could have done something such as filtered some blocks that we wanted to clone. So say that we wanted to clone only the iron bars that are in this light structure. Well, we could have done that using the filtered argument in the mask mode section right here. But we're going to look at that later on, so I just wanted to give you guys an idea of the kind of things you can do with advanced uses of this command. Thanks for watching this video on the clone command, and I'll see you guys in the next one, which is going to be the 10th video of this series, which is really exciting. And in that video, I'm actually going to give you guys a spoiler for something I'm going to be doing in the advanced series. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys there when we check out something really neat.